Hey, hi, hello everyone, and welcome back to Linx Magic is Wild. You're tuning in for episode 4, a combat episode, as you can see from our little foundry layout. Sorry. um, let's see. Recap of last week's episode. We left Endelion. We met the chemist, the distributor of. Oh, I almost said the copyrighted name. Oopsie daisies. The tonic of the Crimson Bison, who gave our Linx hopefuls a method of getting up to Cloud Fountain. We met the royal family of Cloud Fountain, the Cleese clan, essentially, Popsicles, Foggy, Nimbus, and the triplets, Unisicles, Bisicles, Trisicles, and the youngest, little Dewdrop, who has joined our adventurers in robbing her eldest brother, Isicles, who discovered them when they set off a silent wild magic alarm and is very upset. And without further ado, we're gonna pick up right from there.
First things first, I'm gonna shout at my brother and be like, don't hurt my friends, please. I promise I can explain everything.
Your friends. You've just met these people.
Yeah, because she's really nice.
Yeah, they're my friends.
We've bonded very quickly.
It's for Kalypso. It's for Kalypso. We're trying to understand more about what happened to her. You know how important that is to me.
I understand it might be important, but it's more important we keep our family and our city safe. I cannot let you leave with the book.
That's okay, you can keep the book.
We are what if in initiative.
We just give the book back, will the fight just stop?
We are in initiative. Let's see.
The book is yours.
On top of the order is Isicles, and he was going to take. Ooh, that's me dropping my dice. My bad. He was going to use a breath weapon, but Dewdrop interrupted him to explain herself, and instead he is going to move towards past Dewdrop. I cannot move the character. Oh no. Move towards Dewdrop. I don't know how far is his movement. I don't actually understand. And towards Cassie.
Oh no.
I'm going to try to make 3 attacks. Let's see.
This is where Cassie dies. I can't believe it.
He has a plus 10 to hit. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
So he is very angry, pushes past Dewdrop. I would say, I don't know if Dewdrop can move as a reaction. Can you?
I would say that you can say that, like, the Draken just moves around her.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a straight line.
Yeah. I would even say that you probably get pushed back with the wind that comes off of his wings.
Yeah.
Like maybe 10 feet. Let's see. And it's going to make the 3 attacks on Cassie. 23 hits you. You take 13. Ooh, I don't know how to do math. So that hits. The bite hits you. Does a 13 doesn't hit.
13 doesn't hit.
A 19?
That also hits, yes.
So he hits you with a bite. He basically tries to bite the book out of your hands. You are holding the book, right? Or is Dewdrop holding the book?
Dewdrop was holding the book.
Oh, maybe
because she wouldn't let anybody else hold it.
I think he probably didn't see the book in Dewdrop's hands, but is seeing you standing in the middle of what used to be where the book is, takes the bite on you. His jaw buries into your hand, because I guess that's an eye for eye, hand for hand type thing, and slashes you with a claw, one of his claws. You take, 17 plus.
Well, either way, I'm at 17 at this point, so I'm down. So.
I thought you took a short rest.
I did.
Ooh, okay. You're down. You would take, I think, oh my gosh, you would take 30 points of damage, but you just drop to 0 because you realize this being is not trying to kill you, but does want you to go to sleep.
Yeah, no, Cassie's down.
Cassie's down. And it is Smo's turn.
Can I have like a moment to conference with the rest of you? Are we
You do
hurting your
not
brother? Or
have
no?
any time to do that. You have to make a
No,
decision. It is.
I just have to. Okay, all right. You
You
know
have
what?
to-
I'm a barbarian. I attack.
Mhm.
Oh.
Are you in a rage or no?
Hmm?
Are you in a rage or not in a rage?
I kind of want to cast a spell, and I can't
Okay,
do
what
that.
spell do you want to use?
All right, I want to use Blazing Strike, but
For the audience, could you let them know what Blazing Strike does?
Sure, yeah. Okay, so Blazing Strike basically is a like streak of like a flame comes out from where I'm from like my finger to where I'm pointing, and then like becomes like a little fire that like
Mhm.
blows up, essentially. And then each creature in a 20-foot radius centered on that point must make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah. Basically, it's fire. It burns things.
Okay, so I'm going to say Cassie is probably would be in your line of sight, but I think because she's at 0, it doesn't even matter. But now I would say that Isicles probably took Cassie and pushed her behind him. But because she's at 0, it is no longer a threat. So you want to use Blazing Strike on Isicles. How roll to hit.
It doesn't have like the quick thing. It
It'd be a
says
saving throw, right?
Oh, it's a saving throw for what?
It's your spellcasting modifier is your Constitution modifier.
oh, okay.
So then the
that's
DC
fine.
would be 14.
DC's 14.
Yeah.
And it's for a dexterity saving throw though, right? Or
Yeah.
Constitution.
Dexterity.
Dexterity. With a 19, he saves. What does it say? What happens if they save it? Do they still take damage or
Half damage.
half damage? So roll for damage.
Okay. I just clicked the effect button and it gave me 27. I was not aware this is a thing that can happen.
I mean, it might be 27 points of damage for the
Yeah?
weapon. I haven't seen Blazing Strike used before, so I can't say.
I've never
It
done
is
D6.
8d6.
Okay, yeah, so it is probably 27. So half of 27 would be, I'm bad at math.
13.
13. So you release this wave of pure heat at Isicles, and he kind of reaches back a little bit and he takes 13 points of damage. It is. Do you want to do anything else in your turn? Any movement?
Yeah, okay. So now that I kind of pew-pewed a little bit, I wanna follow it up with a halberd strike. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fly
You have to
in
use
through
your
the
movement to
flames
get
type thing.
towards him, and
Hmm?
can you use
Okay.
your halberd as a bonus action, or
No, you can only make
Oh,
a
yeah.
second attack with your bonus action if you made a weapon attack with your first action.
Never mind. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do that. Okay.
Mhm.
I guess.
You could try to get closer to him for the next time around.
you could?
I don't know if I want to be closer to him.
Okay,
I think I might end my turn here.
Yeah. Okay. Just a reminder, because I did tell you this before, and when you came into the room, that there are magical items in the ices, the crystals. So if
He
you
hit
wanted to try
first.
to go towards one of those to get something to help you, you can. But if you don't want to, we can just move on to the next person in initiative, which is Cassie.
Which means she needs to make a death saving throw.
Oh, you don't. You're unconscious.
Yeah, that's when you make the death saving
Oh,
throws,
it was
right?
non-lethal damage he issued to you.
Okay, cool.
So
Then
you're just at
I'm just
0.
out.
You're just out. I think. Let me see. Let me roll 1d4. You would pop back a lot, like awake in 4 hours.
Oh, fun.
Sorry.
See ya.
Let's see. It is Levi first. Next in
Okay.
initiative.
Also, I want to say that we all have garlics now because I distributed it after we used it in episode the one before. Just wanted to say that for posterity reasons. I am going to move. I'm going to move 2 up away from Isicles because he's going to kill me with 1 strike.
Yeah.
So definitely not doing that. I am going to use my handy dandy trusty chromatic orb. So I'm going to use lightning damage. 17.
Does 17 hit? Is that your question?
Yeah, I got 17.
17 does not hit.
Okay, that's great. So like I shoot out my hands, like hoping that it will work, and it just straight up does not. Like
you miss. I'd say you miss, and you fire into into a wall in the back, and it just kind of chips away at some kind of crystalline structure that is there. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
I don't think that I can. So nope, that's it.
Yeah, it's just like he shouts to Dewdrop, "Your friends here are trying to hurt me."
That's because you're trying to hurt them, you big meanie.
To be fair, I didn't hit you, so you're not hurt. So don't need to worry.
They're trespassers here. They were supposed to be prisoners.
I was never told to be a prisoner. Thank you very much.
And it is your turn, Iki.
Oh god. I am going to ready my short bow, and if Isicles attacks again, I'm gonna fire. And I am going to cast Misty Step, which is a spell that surrounds me in a silvery mist and allows me to teleport up 30 feet to unoccupied space and teleport to that space in between Cassie and Dewdrop.
Okay, so you're out of the way.
Well, I meant towards Cassie and Dewdrop, so I'm like closer to Cassie since she's out. Oh, so I also readied my crossbow as a movement, so I was treating that as the action and the spell as the bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay, and your action is...
Okay. Right, yeah, readying my crossbow.
Okay. You're not going to fire, you're just holding your action?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it, and if Isicles attacks again, I'm gonna fire.
Okay. In that case, it would be Pete next in initiative.
All right, well, first up, I'm going to use a bonus action to upcast Healing Word at level 2 on Cassie. So that's 12 HP.
Hey! Thank you.
No problem.
So, Cassie, you pop back up, and you're like,
Dewdrop is like, "Are you okay?"
No!
He is going to turn to Dewdrop and Cassie and say, "Get out of here. Don't get hurt."
Yeah, I'm just also going to cast Guidance on myself and try and get away from directly in front of the dragon. I know I'm going to take an attack of opportunity there, but I do not want to cluster us all within a single breath weapon path.
okay, so for an opportunity, as a newbie GM, I don't know everything there is to know about you.
The dragon gets to make 1 melee attack against me.
Okay, awesome, thank you. So he's going to try to swipe out at you with his claws, but Pete is actually quite nimble, and he goes to swipe at you and completely misses. Dewdrop, it's your turn.
All right, Cassie, you're back up to 12 HP, right?
Yep.
What's your HP max?
31.
Since you're sort of stable,
Yeah.
Don't
Don't worry about me.
Instead,
Got it.
I think I'm gonna do an acid splash cantrip, actually.
Okay.
So that I'll describe for the audience. You hurl a bubble of acid. Choose 1 or 2 creatures you can see within range. Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d6 acid damage.
Okay.
And so he has to save on a 14.
That's a nat 20.
No! I hurl a bubble of acid and it totally misses.
It might hit him, but like you realize he's a silver dragon, so that like the acid just sloughs off of him and onto the floor, like burning a hole into the cloud. Ice.
I'm also going to say, Isocles, I don't want to hurt you. I have the book. You can have it back. We weren't going to try to leave with it.
I don't know if I can believe you anymore. You would betray us, your family, your country, for people you don't know.
I'm going to hold the book up and like, look, see here, it's right here. And then I'm going to set it down on the ground next to me and hold my hands up.
You're going to have to roll deception. Because he doesn't believe you.
I mean, I think it would be persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion, because I'm not lying.
Lying.
Yeah, persuasion.
That's a 6 + 4, that's a 10.
That's not gonna cut it. He's fully, at this point, he's just like, you would try to deceive me, your own brother?
It's on the ground. It's right there. I don't have it. No.
An illusion. I am a dragon. I know when I'm being deceived. And turn. Oh my gosh. Turn. Oh my goodness.
It is so hard to turn these things.
It's so hard. I'm trying to make it face toward everyone. It's not moving. Thank you. Has moved towards Smo because it does not realize Icky's there. You Misty stepped out of his perception, range of perception. Is going to try to use breath weapon at this point. Let's see, can we hit? And that is a miss. That is going to be a miss on the attack, but he goes to shoot his, I guess, cold breath attack, and releases this thick cloud of icy air. I'm completely missing everyone, including Levi, and shattering this crystal in front, right to the right of Levi. Kind of like a suit of armor falls out of it, and I guess on Levi's turn, he can go and investigate it. If
Cassie, are you and I both trying to say the same thing?
I was gonna ask if like this breath weapon attack or anything that just happened was anywhere near Dewdrop.
It wouldn't hit Dewdrop. No.
Yeah, so he's like specifically like trying not to hurt Dewdrop, right?
He's not trying to hurt any of you. He's dealing non-lethal damage.
Yeah, but like could it hit like Dewdrop potentially?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay, so Cassie's fucking pissed.
Oh, cool.
It
It is
is ray of
Snow's turn.
Sub-Zero ice power.
Yeah, I think that still counts as hurting. Even if it's non-lethal damage, it's still trying to fuck us up.
Cool. That is Smo's turn.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about this whole non-lethal thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and be lethal. All right. So I'm gonna go into my rage because I've done my thing.
Yeah.
And then I guess that's my bonus action. And then for my action, actually, how far away am I from? I'm within.
You're probably
We're like right
within,
next to each other.
5 feet range, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't need to.
It's a
move
miracle
'cause
he missed you with the breath weapon attack.
It's not a miracle. I'm just that good. Okay. Because my range is 10 feet for my halberd. Okay. Cool. So let me see if I hit.
Amelia wants to remind you of the wild magic rage table.
The wild.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
You have to roll a
D8 if I recall
D8.
correctly.
Okay, so until my rage ends, I am surrounded by multicolored protective lights. I gain.
did you roll on it?
Yeah.
Roll on it? What'd you get?
Oh, I got a 6. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Where am I? Oh, okay. I gain a +1 to AC while within 10 feet of you. My allies gain the same bonus. So that's.
So everyone gets
I
a
guess.
+1 to the AC. What do
That's
your
within 10
multicolored
feet, it
lights
says,
look
though.
like?
I thought that's only within 10 feet.
Oh, just kidding.
So it's just Icky, right?
You gave...
I'm also within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
are?
nice.
Oh, right. 2. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Actually, I'm the only one currently benefiting from that. But if you move like right here, then everybody but Cassie and
Dewdrop get a
will
+1
benefit.
to AC.
What does that mean again?
Your armor class goes up 1.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet. So
So
11 to 12.
everybody except Dewdrop and Cassie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. All right. So these lights spring up, right? And I'm picturing in my head, you know when you're like out on the water at sunset, and the light is hitting the water like in a certain way that it's all like, where they're like sort of orangey, yeah.
Beautiful. And what do you do in your rage? What?
So I use my halberd, and so let's see if it goes 19.
That's a hit.
Hey, okay, cool. So
is your halberd a reach weapon?
It's 10 feet, yeah. I got 10 feet of reach. And let me roll to see my damage before I say anything. Ooh. All right, 5.
Oh.
All right.
So you slash out at him with your halberd. And
did you remember the +2 that you get for rage attacks?
So 7 total, yeah.
Okay. So you strike out at him with your halberd, and you
Is it
slash him a
+2 to
little
hit
bit.
or +2 to damage?
I think it's
+2 to damage.
So you slash out at him with your halberd, and you realize he's literally like made of some sort of almost like a metal alloy, and part of the scales like slough off, but he doesn't seem to be too injured with your attack.
At least mine hit though.
Do you do anything else with your turn?
Nah, that's all I I mean, no, I don't move anywhere.
Yeah. Then Cassie, it's all you.
Yeah, first of all, she's gonna Radiant Soul.
Mhm.
And then bonus action, she will use her spiritual weapon. Oof. That's not gonna hit, but
What does
It's
it look
not
like
good.
when Cassie attempts to use her spiritual weapon?
her spiritual weapon is this like very elegant long star staff thing. Like something you fucking see in Sailor Moon.
Mhm.
Or like a magical girl anime. Like something you'd see in a magical girl anime. But she will turn to this dragon and go, I don't care what you think is happening here. You never, ever put your little sister in danger.
She put herself in danger when she aligned herself.
You never let
With
that
the
danger be
Linx.
you.
One of us is a dragon, and the rest of us are not.
Exactly. Not to point fingers, but
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
It means we're pointing fingers.
But yeah, that is going to be Levi's turn. So you have the armor that's fallen out of this crystalline thing. If you want to examine it, you may.
yes, I would like to. I think I did not hear that there was armor because you were breaking up on my end. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Um,
Yes, out of that crystalline structure, it when he hit it with the cold breath, it kind of like shattered it, and this like suit of armor has fallen out.
yes. Can I examine it? I would like to.
You want to roll a history check for me?
Yes. Okay. I really need this to hit. Oh Lord. 11.
Okay, 11's enough. You needed a 10.
Thank God. Thank God.
Okay. You see this armor and you realize that it's actually from Romilly. It's created by dwarves in this village called Plot. And you think if you wear this, like any critical hit that like hits you might just be normal.
Fantastic. She quickly puts it on without hesitation. She's like, all right. I feel like I won't die today. That's great. So can I use Ra right now?
Yes. How can I help?
All right, Ra. is there anything else that might be of use to us in here?
You are fighting a silver dragon, is that correct?
Yes.
You will die, you will probably get out of here.
Thanks so much, Ra. You're always so fun to talk to. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Okay. So good to know. I am going to.
Unless you have like magic that can rival silver dragon, but you just leave. It's not gonna happen.
Okay, Ra. Not helping right now. Literally
And
not
then
helping.
I tell you to escape or use magic.
Okay. Is there any other guidance you can give to me at this point, or am I just gonna die?
No. Escape.
Okay. Thanks, Ra. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So instead of using Ra, I'm going to use no, I'm not going to use that. I am going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip. Just allows me to psychically lash out at one creature, that one creature being Isocles.
What does that do?
It allows me to basically psychically attack anybody in a 90-foot range. And so
All right. So what kind of damage are you doing with this? Psychic damage, but
yeah.
What do you do when you lash out psychically to Isocles?
Like, what does it look like, or like the actual like damage number? I basically just like take with my hands, like very like calmly, and I imagine this like ray of light kind of beams from my hands to Isocles. He's almost like charmed by it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And if it does damage, we'll see what happens.
All right. Do you hit?
It is an intelligence saving throw, DC 14. So the
Okay.
dragon needs to roll to see whether it resists.
Intelligence. He gets that's a 13. Does a 13 save?
No.
Okay, so he takes how much damage?
He takes 10.
3d6.
Yeah.
And
I don't know
can't
if
take a
I'm
reaction to the end of his next turn.
Ooh, nice.
And also on his next turn, it only gets an action, a bonus action, or a movement. Exactly one of those things, not all three.
Hell yeah. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
So that was a fantastic move.
So he takes 15 points of damage as this kind of like, as his mind almost screams out at him. And he just reacts like, ugh.
Yeah.
Damn, that hurts.
Yeah, I bet it does. Bet it does hurt. You don't mess with my friends.
Okay, and that's Levira's turn. It's Icky's next, unless Levy wants to move.
Nope, I'm good where I am.
Okay.
Iki would just like to point out that most of us are trying really hard not to hurt you right now, but you're making it kind of difficult.
I'm not trying to hurt you either. I just need you to stop.
Peach just like gestures incredulously at the shattered pillar where he tried to hit us with a breath weapon.
You wouldn't have died. It's fine.
You understand there's a really,
It still
really
hurts.
wide range between not dying and hurting somebody. Do you understand that, Dragon?
I feel like you're underestimating the effects of gangrene on fleshy things.
He's
You're not
always
trying
been
to
like
give you the
this.
book.
He's always
Yeah.
hurt people smaller than him, and he never cares.
That's like everybody.
Not true. I care enough about you to make sure you don't get in this mess. We've done so much to make sure you didn't find this book. What are you gonna do now? Try to go find our sister? She's dead.
Wait, so you were specifically, like, keeping the book from me specifically? That's even worse.
You see what happens when you find it? This is happening.
You see
Because
what
you're
happens
doing
when you
it.
find it, you attack her?
That feels like gaslighting to me. Not gonna lie.
No. Let's see. It is whose turn? It was
Icky's
just you
turn.
guys, so it's Icky's turn.
Oh, I'm gonna continue to hold my action unless he attacks again.
Okay. Let's see. So you're passing your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's Pete.
All right. I think we need a way out of here, so I am going to move right here, and then in this space right in front of me, I'm going to smash a Garlix and try and create a 5-foot wide hole straight all the way through Cloud Fountain that we can jump out of the city in.
Let's see. Can you roll on the wild magic table for me?
That's D percentile.
Sorry, just roll 100. D100.
26.
26. And can you roll a D20 for me as well?
9. Do I add anything to the D20?
Nope. And you said 26.
Correct.
So when you smash the Garlics, you feel yourself get just a little bit smarter, and your intelligence increases by 2 for the day. You see that a 5-foot hole has also appeared beneath you, but it does not go nearly deep enough for you to escape this place. It's just you just now have a 5-foot crater in the ground,
Like 5 foot deep.
5 foot deep, and it could. I would consider I would say this is now like a 5-foot wide crater as well. So it's just difficult terrain if you were to step through that.
Like
So
one of
this
the
did
holes
the
from
same
holes.
thing as if I cast Mold Earth, one of my cantrips.
No, it just seems like you blasted a hole in the ground.
Yeah, which is like what Mold Earth does. Like,
Also,
Cool.
in the bottom of it, you see a teeny tiny sprout.
Again with the sprouts.
Like, do you have the sprout from earlier or no?
no, I just looked at it, but like, no, I mean that's my turn. I
Yeah, that's your turn.
didn't.
So you're now down to 8 pieces of the garlics left. And it is going to be whose turn?
Dewdrop.
Dewdrop.
I've got a speed of 30. So I'm going to pick up the book that is right next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to run to be directly in front of Isocles' face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hand him the book, and I'm going to say, "You can keep this. Just let them go and stop trying to attack us." And I'm going to try to cast Charm Person. Will that work on a dragon?
You can try. Let me read.
No,
Can you
it
read
doesn't.
what exactly Charm Person entails?
Oh, you attempt to charm a humanoid. Okay,
A
so
dragon
Oh, a
ain't
dragon ain't a
person.
person, so no.
okay. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna try to hand the book back to him. And I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
So my AC becomes 13 plus 0. My AC becomes 13, which is good because it was 10 before.
Yeah, that's an
you're
improvement.
super duper squishy.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna hand him the
Yeah.
book. Like, here, you
So-
can have it.
You drop the book at his feet, and he just says to you, "I appreciate the gesture, but you realize in freeing prisoners, you have committed treason."
Oh my.
So you're 1,000% just creating all of the problems that you're blaming her for.
Popsicles and Foggy Nimbus absolutely have to hear about this.
Do they though?
Do they?
Yeah, I mean that's like you're the only one who thinks that.
Yo.
Yeah. This is. We could just go.
I think that freeing prisoners of Cloud Fountain is committing treason, and I'm the only one that could think that, really.
Yeah.
Dewdrop,
Background
Dewdrop
over-
starts to cry. Dewdrop is fully crying.
I mean,
See,
consequences have actions. Consequences have actions. Actions have consequences, sis. You need tears no more.
Okay, but, like you're
Um,
manufacturing all of the
And it
consequences.
also is going to be Dewdrop's turn. Is it?
That's,
No,
yeah,
it's,
that's the end of my turn.
Thistleclease's turn. And in that, he is going to use. Wow, Jesus Christ! He is going to. Oh, just kidding. He can't do multiple things right now. How long does that?
Just this turn.
Yeah,
this
just
one
this
turn.
turn.
I'm right there, by the way.
Push past you. Can he? Yeah, you can move people. Going to move past you, and put himself in front of you. Oh my gosh, this is hard. Put himself in front of everyone else. That's going to be his turn. It's Smo's turn at this point.
Okay. I just had a thought, but I feel like I don't know. Maybe this is not a nice move.
Mm-hmm.
What if we take Dewdrop hostage? Can we do it? I mean, no one's gonna hurt Dewdrop. Like, we like Dewdrop.
I feel like we're significantly less likely to hurt Dewdrop than anybody in Dewdrop's family, but I also think we shouldn't take a hostage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think that will.
Also, you can't. I don't know who. Yeah, you're next to Pete, so you can have this conversation with Pete.
I mean, we're all within like 10 feet of each other.
Yeah.
I will just like out of character say that if you're like, we have Dewdrop, he might like not give a shit. He's kind of an asshole. Like I don't think he wants to protect me.
Yeah, I don't think so either, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like
I
he's
mean,
the
like,
only
you
one here
have to
invested in
understand that
hurting
you literally
Dewdrop.
did commit treason by freeing prisoners.
Boo! Tomato,
But
tomato.
she didn't free any prisoners. We freed ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Icky freed the
exactly.
prisoners.
She want to go
Yeah.
get some juice. So
Do you
Dewdrop
really
is-
think
me in
this
an
dragon's
outcast
going to
That's not
melted.
juice. Is getting juice treason.
Realistically, do you think the dragon is going to buy that? She was out
No.
getting juice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care what the
I-
dragon buys. The dragon's a cop.
Yeah.
Right.
No, the dragon's a royal cop, and I'm not
Technically, you
Mhm.
guys are colonizers because this
Whoa,
is
whoa, whoa,
not
whoa.
part.
A dab.
whoa.
All dragons are bad.
I'm just saying, you guys are. This is not part of Alakazam. You are outside of your jurisdiction, and you feel that it is okay to break into the library
Yeah.
and steal something
No, I
that's
came
behind
to
bars.
investigate. You know,
The
we
door
didn't
was
take
open.
any.
We didn't
Yeah,
break.
no, I fully think that's okay.
I
I'm
really
okay
don't
with
feel
that.
like Cloud Fountain is like an underprivileged community
Yeah.
that we're like breaking into as like the more
If
powerful.
anything, they're the privileged community because they're the ones who are protected from like the wild magic surges.
Mhm.
We're Robin
Yeah.
Hood, if anything.
You actually don't
Just-
know.
Yeah,
any of
this
that.
feels much more like breaking into England and stealing shit from the British Museum.
And it's not even stealing.
I don't
it's
think that's
taking things
accurate,
back.
considering this is actually a property of someone that is from here and such.
I just will not make myself the villain.
You are still in combat though. That was a small aside. I don't know whose turn it is. I think it's
It's
Smo's
Smo's
turn.
turn.
It's still.
Smo hasn't
yeah,
done anything.
so I
Icky
haven't
had a
done anything.
question.
Oh, I forgot
Okay.
to recharge my breath weapon. Yeah.
What was your question?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hmm.
So for my turn, I've been talking significantly less, right? Because I'm in my rage and shit. And also, I don't know, Popsicle Boy just doesn't want to listen. So I'm gonna go ahead and for my bonus action use 2-weapon fighting. Oh, actually, I don't have a second weapon. Can I come up with a second weapon? Can I just say I have 2 halberds?
You can use a weapon in the room.
What's okay? Do I need to roll like perception to see what's in the room?
Sure.
Okay. I rolled 11.
Then 11. In the far right corner, almost close to the exit, you see frozen in the crystalline tome thingy, a flame tongue, which is essentially just like a fire sword.
Oh yeah! What? And I can like grab that and come back and I can do that.
It's frozen, so you would absolutely have to break the ice somehow.
I'm on fire. Does that not count?
I mean,
Probably
It'll,
be an action to get that, wouldn't it?
it would have to be an action
Yeah.
to get that, but that's all you have, unless you want to use just a shard of the thing in front of you.
I can't really. I can't cast any spells while actually do cantrips count as spells? They do, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't use any fire spells.
You
at the
can
moment.
make a luck check to see if you can cast a spell while in your rage. I'm gonna let this happen because this is a wild magic. You're a wild magic barbarian, and also this is a wild magic campaign.
Nice.
So roll on a d20, and you want an even number.
And I want an even number. Okay. 16.
Okay, yeah, you can cast a cantrip while you're in your rage.
Nice. Okay. So I
Hell
go and I pull the fire sword out of its.
I mean, you can cast a cantrip. You can't.
Okay.
You would have to use your movement to get all the way out there. So you can.
How far is it?
I don't actually. Let me
I can't see like
measurement
the whole
tool. That might be
thing.
like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away, maybe.
You
It's
said
like
it
the
was the
top-
upper right.
Upper right. Like 25 feet away.
I'm still gonna go for it. All right. So I
Okay.
move over there to break the fire sword out of its
Yeah.
ice, and I cast produce flame.
Okay.
melt
How
it
much
out.
damage does it do?
Do I not have to roll to see if it hits first, or does it hit definitely?
If it's I don't think you have to roll to hit for a spell. Is that right?
Some
gee.
spells are attacks, some spells are area of effect. If a thing affects
Yeah.
an area, then the things that are in that area need to make a saving throw. If a thing is like thrown or stabbed into a person,
Yeah.
usually it is an attack
Produce
roll.
flame is roll to hit.
Okay.
So.
But you
let
got
me-
+7 to that, so
So
that's
I rolled
pretty good.
10. Is
Okay,
it
Plus
right?
7 is 17.
Oh no, I rolled 10 total. Like I rolled 3 plus 7.
Oh, that's RIPU.
No
that-
way.
That crystal does have an AC of 10 though. How much damage?
Okay, let's see.
Beats it.
Oh, damn. 1.
That's not gonna do it. Unfortunately, that thing is still encased in ice. Like you do like the flame, and it kind of like
You
like
could
the
have
outside of it kind of quivers, but it didn't do enough damage to free your.
you
flame
could have
sword.
done more damage by like punching it.
You probably could have, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's your turn, and it is now Cassie's turn.
Do I see any magic items around me that could probably help me?
Let's see. In the bottom right hand thing, you kind of see this like necklace that has like 8 beads of it. You don't know what this thing does. Unless you want to roll, and maybe would it be intelligence to know what that is by looking at it?
If it's a magic item, it would be Arcana.
Then yeah, roll Arcana.
8.
If that's with your like Arcana modifier too.
Yep, I rolled a 4 and it's +4.
You needed a 10 at least.
I don't need to know
Sorry.
what it's gonna do.
You look at it and you're just like, that looks like it's a magical necklace of some sort, but you don't know what it is.
We need shit that can help us right now. So, how far away is it?
That is gonna be 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 feet?
Well, I got 30 feet of flying speed, so
Mhm.
I will move.
So
You
what does
said-
it look like when you just like take off?
Oh yeah, Cassie, when she activated her Radiant Soul,
Mhm.
sprouted these 2 wings that are in the shape of angel wings, but when you look closer, they're more like fairy-esque wings. But she takes off on them with just like a single beat of these wings just shoots like across the room.
Yeah. So any damage you're gonna do to those?
Yeah, she'll guiding bolt that, I guess.
Okay, roll to hit.
11.
That does it. How much damage?
18 damage.
It's free. These necklace beads kind of fall to the ground, and you realize that the thing that was encasing it was holding back how much arcane energy these things do have. You don't know what they do, but you were kind of inclined to. You kind of have the idea that these things oh my gosh, they pack quite a bit of a punch.
Sick.
Mhm. And then Isaklit is gonna go. You see this dewdrop? They come here. They come to our city outside of their jurisdiction, and they steal our magical items. My magical items.
You're trying to hurt them. These are fragile people, and you're a big, meanie dragon, and you're trying to hurt us. Of course, they're gonna try to defend themselves.
I don't know why. What did we do wrong? And it is going to be whose turn? Levi's turn.
Okay, I'm going to move, let's say 5, 10, 15. I'm going to move 15 feet to the right so that I'm near that thing that Smo tried to break.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the armor, by the way?
Yeah, it was shattered by Isakli's blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb with fire damage on the little structure to see if I can break it out so that Smo can get his fire sword.
Yeah, okay. I think it's to hit and also damage.
Alrighty tighty. 24.
That hits. And damage?
16.
That's free. It frees it. So this kind of flaming sword drops. And I think you can look it up, Smo, for your items to add to it. I think it's called a flame tongue.
I was looking it up already, but there's like different flavors of it. And so
I think you can use like a great sword or long sword.
Okay, I guess I just stick with the long sword? The great sword,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The long sword. So add it to your inventory because I don't know how much damage it does off the top of my head.
Okay, it says 2d6.
Rad. Okay, so Levi, that's going to be your turn, I assume? And that's going to be Iki.
I don't know. Iki has siblings, so she's like really not big on this whole being mean to your little sister thing, and she's definitely not big on putting a stupid monarchy above your sister.
Yeah.
But she really went out there and made that point about not hurting him unless he hit first. So she's going to continue to hold her action unless he attacks, and then I'm going to use Eye for Detail and roll a perception check to specifically to try and find a way out of here.
Yeah, roll for it.
15.
15, you don't see any other exits other than the one that you cave in.
There's nothing with Pete's hole that I might be able to take advantage of.
You realize that this is just one layer of Cloud Fountain. This isn't the bottom layer. And 5 feet is not going to cut it. And that's gonna be Pete.
Alright, well, I have literally no clue how we're going to survive this, so I'm just going to start throwing everything I have against the wall. I'm casting Moonbeam on the dragon, centered on the dragon. So it's just all 4 squares of the dragon. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
DC 14?
Yep.
Yeah, he gets that.
Alright, then he takes half damage. 12, so 6 damage.
Yeah. So what does it look like when you cast Moonbeam?
A 10-foot wide, 40-foot tall cylinder of moonlight just blasts down on the dragon, and he bursts into silvery flame.
You realize when this moonbeam shoots down at him that it kind of reflects off of his natural armor, and it's so bright that everyone has to close their eyes or face being blinded. And he's a little bit singed, but pretty much okay. He's just I don't know why. That was weird.
Oh, it stays there. It's going to stay there until I stop concentrating on it.
Okay. So it's a concentration spell. Got it.
Yeah.
So he's just what is this? What? And it's going to be Dewdrop's turn.
Do I see if there's any other things frozen in crystal within range of me?
You do, right? Like directly behind you, you see this kind of like almost like a pistol type thing in the ice behind you.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna move down 1. What can I use to try to get it out though? Like, I don't know if any of my I feel like maybe the only spell I could use is like Thunder Wave, but that'll make a really big noise and then my parents will come. If I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave, then I'm gonna cast it on Isocles.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level. So a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. Also, I'm gonna spend a sorcery die to do Careful Spell to protect everyone within 15 feet of me, and that's just Cassie.
This is probably a really bad time for that, but that's just like my second nat 20.
You don't have to position the cube in a way that would hit anybody else.
Okay. Well, it doesn't hit anyway. On a failed save, blah blah blah. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. So
and gets pushed?
Isn't pushed.
Isn't pushed, okay.
Oh, also, in addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect.
Mm-hmm.
And the spell emits a thunder spume audible out to 300 feet. So I think that means the book that is on the floor gets pushed 10 feet away from Isocles, closer to Pete.
Mm-hmm.
But so he takes half 2d8 equals 6. He takes 3 damage, but also there's the thunder wave is audible like up to 300 feet away. So.
Oh yeah. So like people on the servers probably heard that and are just like, what the hell is that?
Not ideal. I don't want my parents to come.
But when the book kind of slides and skids to Pete's feet, it opens up to like the Netflix page, which is almost like, it seems like the book, at least this page, is living kind of. And you notice that when you saw it earlier, the 2 dots were in the Timeless Forest were a lot farther away, but they have seemed to move from that one spot, from the spot previously.
Hey guys, the dots in the forest have moved. I think they might be alive in there.
That's good to know.
Kalypso might be alive.
Oh, no way.
Excuse me? And you see like Isocles' posture like kind of start to like slouch for a moment, like he either believes you or wants to believe your words.
I mean, like, I don't know, but the dots that we're pretty sure are the channels have moved compared to where they were a minute ago, which suggests that
something's moving the channels.
Yeah.
And
see, Isocles, I told you they're trying to help.
And you think there's a chance my sister's alive?
Yeah, well, we expected to find her channel in the sunken archive, but it's not there. We couldn't find it, and there is no wild magic spike core that looks like a channel in the sunken archive right now. There's just some residual stuff from whatever happened there. There are more channels than we thought there were going to be in the forest. So we think that Kalypso must have gone to the forest, maybe to look for which one of them?
Estrella.
Yeah, maybe to look for Estrella.
Does that mean that there's a...
They might both be alive.
That's... Estrella died in a training accident. That's...
Did anyone ever find any bodies?
Would Cassie know if they found her body?
You remember from Laurel's speech that they just know that the creature that did Astrea in escaped into the Timeless Forest.
With her channel?
She was absorbed by it.
Am I remembering correctly that Laurel was knocked out in that battle?
Oh, she wasn't even present for that one specifically.
Oh, okay.
She was rebuilding Abra.
So yeah, that's two people we thought were dead who we have a little bit of reason at least to think might be alive.
If you never saw a body and so many people have been searching for Kalypso this whole time, maybe that's why they never found her. There's no body to find.
Yeah, because they said they only got a letter.
Yeah, and the other Linx candidates keep dying before they get to the forest.
Isicles, Dewdrop is gonna say, "Can't you see, Isicles? They're trying to help. Kalypso might be alive out there, and these people are the only ones that care enough to look. Mom and Dad are just trying to forget it ever happened and just have more kids that look like Kalypso to try to replace her, but she could still be out there, and it's worth checking."
You are out of initiative as Isicles takes the opportunity presented to find his lost, presumed dead sister. Okay.
I will drop concentration on the moonbeam if the dragon is chilling out.
So this is how we're gonna do this.
Yeah. Cassie is
You can find Kalypso alive and well and bring her back to us. The charges against you will be dropped.
I'll take those odds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fair deal.
Cassie is gonna fly over to Pete with the book to, check it out, and because she wants to see this spike that could or could not potentially be Astrea.
Yeah. As you look at the book, you see that even from when Pete had looked at it earlier, the dots have moved a little bit. Now one of the dots is even farther away from the one that seems to be tracking it.
I am holding the book out so that anybody who wants to see, including the dragon, can see the dots moving.
Yeah, it's almost like whatever magic or technology this is, it's fairly advanced. It seems to be at the same level of advanced as the technology you kind of use nowadays, but this book is a lot older than that.
Yes. I know we're out of initiative order, but I do just want to walk up and stomp on Isicles' tail. And just be ugh, and just be like, "That's for being a big meanie."
I do what I have to do for Cloud Fountain, as you should as well.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Pete is desperately keeping his mouth shut, trying not to fuck up the fragile truce they have right now.
Same. Iki is not a fan of royals.
Yeah, Dewdrop is gonna go around to look at the book as well.
And Levi moves closer too.
And Dewdrop is gonna say, "You said that you've been hiding this book from me. I'm apparently the only person in this whole family that cared enough about Kalypso to try to keep learning about her. You guys were trying to hide this information. If you guys would have just let me in and stopped treating me like a baby."
You weren't around when she died. It was awful for Mom and Dad.
If you hadn't been treating me like a little baby that needs to be kept on a top shelf and not learn about anything, then we could have maybe found Kalypso years ago. But instead, you have to try to hide information from me. Now that you've finally let me in, now I'll be able to help.
You're going to go with them?
Yeah, why would I stay in a home where my own family tries to hurt me?
We had to do what we had to do.
That's never...
We didn't have to do anything.
That's never necessary. It's never
It is.
necessary to hurt your own family to protect them. Well, you're gonna protect me by hurting me.
How do you think
You're the
Mom
one.
and Dad
You're
got
the
to their
one
position?
who I should be protected from.
How do you think Mom and Dad got to their position? They literally had to fight the gods to get to where they are now.
Yeah, have you met Mom and Dad? I don't want to copy everything they've ever done. They like need to go to therapy for real.
Everything we've done trying to keep our family, our people safe. Also, you guys can't go out the front way because, yeah, you are technically fugitives. I have to talk to Mom and Dad about that. Ugh.
Just give us somewhere to jump.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a flying speed. I mean, I don't know. This only lasts a minute. Would I already be out of my radiant soul by now?
Probably.
Damn.
Like,
How many
I
charges
can-
do you get?
Only once a day. Like once
Well,
long
you've got-
rest.
Yeah.
You've still got floating potion.
And he like you realize he's poofed out of dragon form now, and just like in front of you, basically is like this much older kind of like silver fox guy, like long silver hair, bright white eyes, is standing in front of you now, like more like
Really?
towering over you. He's about like 6'3", 6'4".
Pete blushes.
Yeah, no, honestly, I would normally find this hot, but Cassie is just so pissed that he was a bad big brother to
Yeah.
Dewdrop.
Yeah, I'm gonna look past that and just
I'm not rolling to seduce this one.
Nah, Iki doesn't date royals.
Mm-mm.
nah. Well,
I'm not gonna try anything. I'm just admiring.
if he wants to make if he wants to make the first move, then whatever happens after that. Happens after that.
So are you going for it, Levi? I don't know. You didn't say anything.
No, it's like I said, if he says something, then we'll deal with it from there. But
Dewdrop
no.
is gonna say, "How do we get out of here, Isicles?"
All right. Dang it. And you see that he kind of like starts. He closes his eyes, and the 5-foot area where Pete has previously like tried to bore a hole has now kind of like dissolved and filled and gone like all the way down, maybe like 100, 200 feet, and now you just see a straight drop. Below you no longer see Endelion. You do see just like fog beneath you, and you realize you have moved since you have arrived here, and you are now over the timeless forest.
I would like to retract my irritation about the garlics now, just knowing that it took a few rounds to melt through the city.
And you realize that like it's part of one of his abilities that he could make the ground solid or gaseous. If you go with them, I can't guarantee your safety.
It seems like if I stay here, no one can guarantee my safety from you.
I think you're being a little dramatic about this. I mean, we've all had
I
our
don't-
fights.
I
Our
don't
parents
think she
fought the
is.
gods.
We will protect her, Mr.
I
Dragon Guy.
will handle Mom and Dad. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe you're doing this.
We
Don't
are
die. I can't bring you back.
Also, I want
and-
that pistol.
He like takes, like you see, like he can like make part of his skin a little bit dragon-like, and he takes off one of his scales and hands it to you, and he's just like, "This is for you and you only." And you realize you have a feeling when you hold this, it has like quite a bit of arcane energy. You think that if you were to die, you should just wish on this dragon scale, and it should bring you back.
All right, I put it in my pocket and I say, "Can you turn that crystal into gas so I can have that pistol to protect myself?"
Yeah, he like waves his hand, and it like disperses into kind of like some kind of water vapor-esque thing. And the
Alright.
pistol falls.
I run over and grab it, and then I run back.
It's my hoard, so like bring it back when you're done, honestly.
Yeah, of course.
And he also like the far crystal to your far left, he also disperses that, and this like jar of shimmering, like a small jar about this big of shimmering substance is in it, and he hands it to you as well as just like, this is for healing. Use it sparingly. This is the last of the fairy dust that we have at Cloud Fountain. Be careful with it. Use it sparingly. Also bring it back when you're done.
Yep.
And let's see. The far left crystal he also disperses, and the shield drops, and he's just like, this is an ancient artifact. Literally do not lose this, and hands it to you as well.
Okay, I'm just like, I've just got all these things.
I will handle mom and dad. Be safe. Please. I can make sure you don't drop a mile out, but once you're down, you're down.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's jump out of this fucking hole.
Smo wants to go first.
I can't fly, so like
he can do this thing where he can essentially cast Featherfall for you a mile down, but once you are out of his like gauge.
Oh yeah, I also just have
you also
Featherfall,
have the
so-
spell Featherfall.
Yeah, like once you're
You can
outside,
actually cover all of us. Like we don't even need the potion.
Cool.
Nice.
once you are outside of
He's
the
up to
sphere, his Featherfall won't work anymore, so you have to do it.
Okay, then yeah, I do have Featherfall. I'll use that then.
All right.
Be safe and bring our sister home.
I'll try. But if it turns out she actually was dead this whole time, it wasn't my fault that we failed. That's something that like I had no control over.
You're gonna have to explain that to mom and dad.
Anyway.
I can't help you there.
That's fair.
We are gonna want to jump and then like fall for a bit before we do the feather fall, because feather fall only lasts a minute and it slows our falls to 60 feet per round. So that is 600 feet.
Okay. All right. So it's like a parachute.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
much like parachuting.
Fall for a while and then okay. All right. I've always wanted to leave this fire palace.
It's a nice place to live. I don't know why you must act like this.
You get to leave sometimes.
I haven't left. It's not my time yet.
Well, I'm
Stay
gonna.
home with mom and dad.
Yeah.
Who's jumping first?
Me.
Oh, I think Smo already jumped.
Oh
No.
no!
Long
Oh no!
time. I didn't wait for Featherfall or nothing.
Like you guys all look around,
Mo's
just like where's Smo?
already
And then
gone.
Like this small
God.
orange thing. Oh shit!
Yeah, I was gonna say Iki sneaks out somewhere in the middle of their sibling argument. She's not getting in the middle of that.
All right. Dewdrop is gonna jump too, and she's gonna say Geronimo,
He
just like
jumps.
the 11th Doctor.
Also, I think now like Levi's had this time to like actually look at the armor, and you realize it's like this really nice lilac, almost like oh my gosh, porcelain thing that seems to fit you perfectly. And Isocles looks at you and just like, perfect fit.
Yeah,
Hmm.
perfect fit. We'll keep her safe. We'll be back. And then she just jumps completely, just like
Is that everybody but Cassie?
I think so.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Before Cassie leaves, she will turn and look at this man and go, "A word of advice. You will never be a good leader until you are a good brother." And then jump.
Oh.
Snap.
So you are all falling to you're not deaths, thank God. Thank God for Dewdrop. And as you get closer and closer to I forgot I didn't pull it up. I was so engrossed in the moment. As you fall into the timeless forest, your vision becomes obscured with the fog. It's thicker and denser as you get closer and closer. It's even thicker than the fog that is just on Cloud Fountain. You feel the humidity like press against your skin, and your all of your clothes are just soaked through completely. You descend further into the canopy, and eventually you start seeing tree branches that like they scrape your cheeks as you fall. And as you get closer to the ground, you start to float thanks to Dewdrop and Featherfall. And you eventually see, once you like hit the ground, that the ground is like kind of marsh-like and slightly springy, but it like sinks a bit with your weight.
Pete
At
drops to their
ground-
knees immediately, starts kissing the ground, and like
God.
desperately thanking nature for having solid ground on it. And also, I would like to roll on the rock table.
Okay. But first, at ground level, you look up, you don't see the sky or the treetops, and all you see is just like a gray haze. You don't even know if it's day or night anymore. And all you see is like just the area around you, about 30 feet worth of vision. Rolling on the rock table. Let's see what you got there.
Yeah, Cassie will
12.
also use her Eyes of Night to give who doesn't have dark vision.
Let's see. Before we get to Cassie,
Yeah.
you're looking around for just rocks, but you find like your foot pushes this kind of like marble-esque thing, and you find like this creature. It looks like some kind of bug trapped in amber.
Cool.
Can we eat him?
No, Smo.
Oh.
Dewdrop is gonna sort of like bounce on the balls of her feet and be like, "Is this what the ground feels like?"
God.
Yeah.
It's kind of like spongy. I wouldn't have
Ground can feel
expected
all
that.
different kinds of ways, but yes, this is a really cool kind of ground called marshland.
Interesting. It's
Actually, is this peat? Is this a peat bug?
Is-
You are not sure. You just know that the ground is squishy.
it might be
and
your
it
name.
is here that we are going to take a slight break, and we will be back with more soon. Okay, we'll see you back in like I don't know how long. Hello and welcome back from a break. When we left off, we were just dropped into the Timeless Forest, and now we are going to see what our players are up to. Now that they don't know what time of day it is, what time it is, or where they are really. I think last time we cut off at what Pete just found a rock. No, just found like a moth encased in amber. And someone was up to something else. I forgot what it was.
Cassie was going to give 300 feet of dark vision.
Yes.
To I can only give it to 4 people, so I'm giving it to everyone but Smo, because Smo has 60 feet of dark vision, and of the people who have dark vision, Smo has the highest AC.
Okay.
What do I do?
That's fair.
Excellent.
Also, as you give the dark vision, you realize it helps to see like a little bit, but what's really obscuring your vision is the fog.
There's no like fog vision.
Would fire put it away?
You could try burning up some of the fog.
Yeah.
Does that work?
You know what? I want to try. Okay.
Like vaporizing some of it.
Yeah, I want to try and use my great sword, because in the like little summary thing it says these flames shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an additional 40 feet, which I mean it's not really the thing. It's like to like burn away the vapor. Yeah Okay. And you know what, because it was Levy that broke it out of the case for me, so okay, to turn it on I have to have like a command word. I would like you to come up with a command word.
Me? Or
Yes.
Smo? So nice. What could it be? It has to be one word.
It just says a command. I don't know.
Flameo Hotman.
God.
I'm just gonna say flame on, like Human Torch.
Okay.
So,
Is that copyrighted?
Probably. That's what I was about to say. I'm like, I think that might be
flame.
copyrighted.
What about like fire up? That's
Ooh.
not copyright.
Yeah, that works.
Fire up.
Whatever you'd like it to be. All right. So I've got a command for it. Does it help?
Yeah, you see that now you can see more like 50 feet rather than the 30 feet you could see before.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did we take the book or did we leave it?
I assumed that Pete still had it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I had it.
Okay.
I at no point put that book down.
Oh man, but now we're liars.
So we'd be able to look at it and see the location of the things on the map, but we don't know where we are relative to them.
Is there a bump that looks at all like it might be the Garlics?
Let's see. When you open up the book, you now see 3 dots over there. But you are quite a ways away from the other 2. You'd have to walk towards them.
Okay, so I do think this is us. Let's see. Does anybody have a spell that tells me which way north is?
I can use Raw. She might be able to help. Maybe. Raw?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a very simple question. Can you tell us which way north is?
I sound like a incorporeal being. I don't have any way to tell direction. Like, sorry.
Right? You can't illuminate.
Let me try.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I know how you do that.
Okay. Thanks, Rock. Thanks. Enjoy our tracks.
Can I make like a survival check just to?
You totally can.
Yeah.
I should also would also like to make a survival check.
Can I give myself guidance?
I'm gonna also give myself guidance.
We should just give each other guidance.
Yeah, we just
give each other guidance.
Shake hands on the intention.
I think it's wild that like
simultaneously
this
give each other
the
guidance and-
starting adventurer pack equipment.
Yeah, that's a 10 for Cassie.
20 for Pete.
10 for Cassie, 20 for Pete. Super cool and fun. Oh wait, who got the 20?
Pete.
Oh yeah. You realize that when you can walk back and forth and kind of like orient yourself like fairly easily. And you realize if you go like a certain way, your little garlics moves another way. And you realize that if you go
I don't think I have a bit of the garlics anymore.
Huh.
I don't have a chunk of garlics anymore.
I think I'm just going about it this way that like you were all in the same place and it's only resonating as one blip on the map instead of like 6.
Okay, so
we're just moving
like
as
the
a
group of people are moving around.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that like physically I could feel the garlics moving. What you're saying is that I can use the difference in direction to orient the map relative.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, I orient us on the map and figure out our bearing and pick a direction for us to start walking.
So you're walking off towards where you believe the other channels or Kalypso and Estrella are.
And while we do, I give like a kind of annoying lecture about all of the interesting qualities of peat bogs.
Yeah, no, Cassie's fully listening to Pete, like, totally, like, into this because she was, like, raised for several years by 2 druids. So, she finds that very interesting.
And as you walk, you realize you've been walking for quite a while, and you are making some, moves towards the 2 structures. The 2 channels. But like you find yourself getting really tired because you just went through a battle and you don't know what time of day it is anymore. Would you like to take a rest?
Yeah, let's take a rest.
Yeah.
Short rest.
Are we still in the bog or have we reached
it's
dry
like
land?
everywhere is the same kind of like general area. You just see like a bunch of odd looking plants. You haven't seen any animals yet, which is I don't know if that's troubling to Pete or not, but you haven't seen or heard anything just yet.
I appreciate you letting me know that. If we're getting ready to camp, I am going to use mold earth to like pull up ground from around us and build up like an island that is above the water level.
Oh, thank you.
I have a question that I'm going to ask to everybody else. Now, this place is called the Timeless Forest. If Estrella is here, and potentially Kalypso is looking for her, and this place is called the Timeless Forest, do you think there's a chance that Kalypso doesn't know how much time has passed? Like sort of in a dream sort of way? Like, it's been a long time since she died.
Potentially?
What if, to her it's been like a day?
Yeah, there's a chance, but
what if? But I'm saying like, what if we are in here and like, time is passing differently than it is on the outside world?
That's
there's
true.
a chance. But the other potential is that the creature that killed Estrella has her channel and is hunting down Kalypso.
Or Kalypso is hunting down the creature to get the channel back.
It's possible.
Either one.
So
all right, let's try to be quick because this place is called Timeless and I'm worried that time might be wonky in here.
Yeah.
I think you're right. The time will be wonky.
I think we were warned by Laurel that it would be
Kind of weird.
weird in here.
But it's also possible we might get to spend like a long time in here hunting and finding everything we can and come back out and only a couple days have passed.
Yeah, it's very true. Well, we're not going to do that with our tired selves after fighting a sexy dragon guy, so I think we should get some rest.
Yeah.
Should we alternate, like, keeping watch?
Yes.
So that not everybody's
definitely.
asleep at once? Okay.
I can take the first watch.
All right.
Fantastic, because I was not about to volunteer, so wonderful. Well,
Are we doing a short rest or a long rest?
I think long rest, probably. We did a short rest in the jail, and it's been a day, I think. Like, it's been a long day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, we've just walked for an amount of time that, like, terminates with we get tired, so I think it's probably been, like, a full day.
A very long day.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Long rest.
Go team.
And on that note, we are going to conclude our episode and pick up from this spot in the morning next week on Linx. Magic is Wild. Hope to see you there. Bye, everyone.